Hey folks, Crazyclimber80 here again. And finally, we're going to finish this NES tips and tricks and cheats and whatnot video. This is part 3 of 3. And we're going to start with the game Wizards and Warriors. And this is a trick that gets you to skip the later levels. And you do it here at the second forest. And you have to have the potion of levitation. You go all the way to the far left, face to the right, and then just keep doing the levitation. Just keep doing it, and whoa, you reappeared at the far right. Now just beat this level like you would the first forest. Just make it all the way through. I wish the feather of free fall was a lot easier to get, but just beat this level through, and as you start saving the princesses, you'll find that they're the later princesses that normally, show up once you've beaten the second forest, but you'll be warped back to the first forest. And in doing that, you'll face the easier bosses from before. And as you keep going through the game after doing this trick, you'll find that you won't have to even beat some of the hardest bosses towards the end of the game. And you'll even skip the final boss, the Wizard Malkill. I can't beat this level yet. I don't have 100 gems yet. Well, that helps. And I think those are more gems. Nope. Damn it, they're Boots of Force. I like the Boots of Force. Unfortunately, they're so easy to lose. Because once you touch some crappy item like the Wand of Wonder, or whatever it's called. Hey, there, I got enough. Now you recognize those bees from after beating the first forest. That's because you're warped back to the first forest now. Just remember, take the potion of levitation and keep jumping backwards towards the far back left wall in the second forest, and you'll warp back to the first one. This death music is just so annoying. It's really the only bad thing about this game, because I love the game. Oh, I died there. But yeah, just get through this. I think that's a crappy treasure or something. I don't remember for sure. God damn it, I didn't mean to jump again. There we go. See, now I'm back to the easier boss. And now that I'm stronger, now that I've got flying axes, he's much easier. And like I said, you'll save later princesses, and soon enough you'll be able to beat the wizard, or bypass the wizard, not even having to fight him with this trick. Pretty cool trick. Anyway, next we're going to look at Wrecking Crew and see there that shows you on the map that you're back at the first cave area. Yeah, Wrecking Crew. This is one of my favorite NES games. I just love this game. Well, here I'm going to show you how to get a 1-up on the first level. And there's hidden 1-ups throughout the game. And I've got a video somewhere that shows you how to get those. And here you break this wall, and it turns into an M. And you just spell out Mario, and you get a free life. There, you break that wall, and that turns into an A. And you have to get them in the right order to get the 1-up. Break that one, and it's an R. Fake out this fireball. not get the screw guy to follow me. There's that fireball again. There's an I. And there's the O, a free life. Now I'm going to show you how to get the awesome golden hammer. This golden hammer is one sweet item. It's the best item in the game there is. Break that bottom left bomb and the bottom right bomb. This is level 6. And then break the middle left bomb. And there's the hammer. There's a trick to getting it. There's a certain mathematical equation, and I explain it in another one of my videos. But you quickly break those walls. And if you have a turbo button, you could fly off the edge by wailing on the hammer and sail across to possibly other ledges. That's how you get the golden hammer on level 6. Now we're going to look at Zek6, which is a pretty good game. Here's a couple passwords to get you to, first of all, just do the boss battles. And you put in the code BBA13579112. And again, this lets you just fight the boss battles. You'll be on this little flying pad or whatever. And I'm using turbo controller, which makes these boss battles a lot easier, I think. Just watch out for those little things that the fish thing or whatever that is throws at you. It should be a relatively easy boss battle. Not sure what that signifies, but yeah, you don't have to do any of the RPG platform shops, whatever stuff. Now you jump in this ship and you go to the next boss. Let's pause it and I'll show you the next code. This password has you just doing flying stages and bosses that you don't fight in when you use the first code. This is A2A, 4A6, A8, A0. Yeah, I kind of like this game. Might give it a try if you've never tried it. Nice to have a shooting game where it's not a one-hit kill. You hit that guy with when he forms. And now we're going to look at Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link. And this is such a great game. Here's a trick. If you see, I have level 8 on attack. And when I get that leveled up again, and you know, select attack and choose it, I'll get a free life. anytime you get to 8 on anything and choose that particular thing, then you'll get an extra life. And now here's an interesting trick to do in any town. Get extra high jump, jump up, and turn into a fairy while your head's off screen, and press left or right, and you warp into some weird version of a town. You talk to people, they say different things. No one is here, but a church bell will ring. What the hell does that mean? Sorry, I know nothing. And then I go into a house, and I peer outside again. Just different weird things happen. So yeah, remember that. The nickname for the town when you do the trick is called Freaky Town. Or at least that's, what some people call it. I think it's I think it fits. Now here is a trick where you can give a new life or a new character that you make lots of extra experience. Pause quickly, and then while the experience is adding up, and then press up and A on the second controller, and you start a new game. You go to register your name, and just call it whatever. I think I called it Dude. Yeah, Dude. And then when you start this new character, then the experience from the last game will start adding up, and you can increase your levels very quickly. Oop, like automatically. There, I can bring my life up to level 2 right there. And I'll bring my magic up. That's level 2. Bring my life up to 3. See, this is kind of nice. Pretty good start to a new game, wouldn't you say? Okay, now here's a trick where you can skip certain tough areas. Sometimes you'll go across a part of land, and you'll have to fight or go through a certain area. And you can make it easier by having the enemies hit you while you walk, right as you walk onto that area. See, I would have had to face that. And that would be harder than what I actually faced when I ran into an enemy. And here's Freaky Palace, the same version of the Freaky Town. Jump off screen, turn into a fairy, and press left or right. I'm stuck in this wall while I jumped out. And I just appear in a different part of the palace. It's really non-beneficial for the most part, I'd say, but it's kind of interesting. So, try it out and see what you do with it. And now we're gonna check Bayou Billy. This is a friggin' hard game, but you can make it a little bit easier by beating the practice levels. You gotta choose practice, and you can fight enemies, like Final Fight, Double Dragon style, whatever. That's one of the practice stages, and if you beat this, then you'll get a meatball, and that refills your life. But it sucks, you can only get one from what I've been able to discern. There, I beat it. That L on the screen, if you saw it in the upper right, means I already have one, a meatball. And once you run out of life, the meatball refills the meter just once. And now here's the driving stage, and once you beat that, you get, think you get either extra bullets or an extra life. Oh, an extra life for completing the driving stage, but I believe just one. Another, you can beat either A or B shooting level in practice mode, and they will give you extra ammo. And you will be able to use that in your regular game. So, it's something to help. This is Athena, and it's a crappy game, but You can get a power-up by squatting on the first single small mushroom. Press down, and hey! I got some big old fiery sword and stuff. Like I said, crappy game, but that power-up helps. And this is bad, dudes. This code gives you 64 lives. On controller 2, press B, A, down, and up, and press start on controller 1. And choose your guy, Blade or Striker, and you get 64 lives. The sounds on this version of the arcade hit are not all that great. But yeah, you get a total of 64 lives, so it's worth maybe getting the game and trying that code out, because 64 lives is pretty nice. There it says PE, but here it says you have 63 extra lives. Total of 64. At any rate, next up is Battletoads. This game is pretty hard. This code gives you 5 lives to start with instead of 3. At the title screen, you hold down and A and B on controller 1 and press start. And you'll start with 5 lives. Then there's a bunch of warps. And I'll get to that in a second. Funky pause music. And there's one warp. You jump up there, and there's the second warp. This is on level 3. You run into the 10th wall, and you'll warp. Then, on level 4, when you get to that platform, just jump repeatedly, and you'll reach a warp. And then on level 6, jump off the first giant snake to the right, and keep going to the right. Just past that crater is the warp. And each warp takes you 2 extra levels. And this is Bionic Commando, and this is an easy way to rack up continues. You get up to 9. You just run into those trucks. I'm going to transfer and run into that truck. There we go. And this area is so easy to get through. Those big jeeps or giant enemies or whatever will give you continues. Just keep getting them until you're filled up. Easy. And here's Contra Force. And here's a great trick. You can pause in mid-jump. Go to your player screen. And while you're jumping, and then go back to your game and jump again. And you'll just jump again in midair. See? Hold the button, hold the jump button when you come back, and you'll jump again. Unpause, hold the button, and you jump again. Pretty nice, huh? Now we're going to look at Deadly Towers, and this game kind of sucks. But this code helps a little bit. Once you die and you get a password, you change the first 2 letters to EF or FE, and you'll get more power or more defense. Personally, I prefer the better offense, because that knife throw is a really weak power there. I'll just die here. And I'll get a password. And I'll start with that password on this password check screen. I'll put in FE. This gives me offense. And I'll start here. Hey, look at that. I have faster shot and I have double shot. That's better. Now we're going to look at Gold Go 13 in just a second. And this is the hardest code on the NES, I think, to put in. It's really tough. Once you see the attract mode and you see Gogol's eyes appear, then you're supposed to put in this code. It's really difficult. You hold up and A and B on control 1, and at the same time, hold up and left on A and B on control 2. And there, you go to level select. For level 1, 0, 0, level 2, 0, 8, level 3, 0A, level 4, 12, level 5, 1E, level 7, 32, level 8, 38, level 9, 3B, level 10, 40. Kind of difficult to keep track of, but at any rate, here's a great code. This is invincibility on Ring King. Go to training mode and put in whatever name you want, and then hit start. And during here, you press A on control 2, A on control 1, then select, and A also on control 1. Control 2, B, control 1, select, control 2, A and B, control 1, B, B. Then hit start. Check this out. Can't take any damage. You can just whoop the crap out of this guy. If you double tap towards the guy while pushing punch, sometimes you can land a huge blow, and you might send him flying in the air or spinning like a top. It's kind of cool animation. But don't hold back, just beat the crap out of the other guy. Don't worry about missing, because eventually you will land some punches and beat his ass. And sometimes an icon will fly into the ring, and I don't know how that happens, but that'll help you if you pick it up. Ta-da! Now we're gonna look at Secros. It's kind of a crappy game, but this is an invincibility code. At the title screen, you hold left and A and B on control 2, and then you press up, up, down, down, and start on control 1. Invincibility. You pick up all these things without getting hurt. And it's really not that great a game, but this code makes it somewhat playable. And now we're going to look at Skate or Die 2. And this gives you infinite half-pipe tries for the ramp. So you press select here, and you'll go to the ramp. You just go to the far top, as far up as you can go, hold start, and just repeatedly press select, and you'll hear a tone. There you go. And that gives you unlimited tries at this. Just keep going until you get tired of it. Just keep building up points. Doing various tricks. Yeah, wiped out there. I've never been very good at this part, so I can't really give you any hints. We'll go to Spy Hunter here, and here's another great trick. At the title screen, you press and hold all together, right, A and B, and select and push start on controller 1. You'll get all the weapons in the game and 10 lives. But you want to try not to die. You try not to crash until your timer runs out. So just kind of go at a leisurely pace, carefully kill any enemies that get in your way. Shoot the switchblade guy. Try not to shoot or kill any civilians. This is a respectable version of the arcade game. And the controls they made that you use for this game might take a little getting used to, but it's really not bad. Yeah, you just run down that timer there until it reads all zeros, and you'll get your 10 lives, and you already have all the all the weapons here. M stands for missiles to take out the choppers. S is for the smoke screen. O is for the oil slick. And you already have the machine gun. At any rate, the game becomes a lot easier when you have all that. And here's finally Zanak. And here's a trick for your level select. You just press reset 13 times. 13 times, and then you hit start. And now you select by pressing left or right where it says area, and then go to continue and press start when you pick the one you want. And that's all there is to it. This game's not too bad. Fairly decent shooter. At any rate, that's my Crazyclimber80's Tricks Part 3 for the NES. And hope you found something that you didn't know before. Well, this is Crazyclimber80 saying thanks for watching, and I'll catch you later with another video. Take care. Bye-bye.